Have you ever been inspired by Grant Cardone or Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Neil Strauss? Recently, I picked up Be Obsessed or Be Average. I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it or not. I'd spoken with a lot of people that spoke well of Grant Cardone, and I felt I already had so many other mentors and teachers in my life. I was like, oh, one more, Well, I bought Be Obsessed or Be Average, the one where Grant Cardone is writing a plane engine, and he asks in the book, he says, what type of person would buy a book with a man straddling an airplane with a title, Be Obsessed or Be Average? And he says, a crazy person, that's who. Welcome to the club, brother. And well, in chapter 4 or so, he asks some questions, which I'll be answering today in front of you. And it's an exercise he recommends to do every day or so in the book. Now, I want to answer them in front of you because the questions are so simple. And in life, it's not that sometimes these things are not simple to do. It's just that, as Jim Rohn said, they're simple not to. So I want to go ahead and take a moment to answer these questions live before you. This is recorded, but I won't. It's one take. It's not edited, and I'll go ahead and upload it regardless of what happens or what I say. So it's Be Obsessed or Be Average. Here's the book here. You can't really see it, but there he is riding the airplane. And so let's get to it. All right, here goes.
So many directions inspired me to accomplish unbelievable things way beyond my belief and kept me alert to opportunities in sync with the obsession I was trying to fuel. When you start answering these questions, do not second guess yourself. Just answer the question. Go with the first answer regardless of what it is, or even if you like it. Answer the question with the first response that comes to you without any judgment and without trying to figure out, especially how you're going to arrive at the answer. You're obsessed about building a 25,000 square foot house. And you're like, dude, I'm a single person. Don't add that, okay? If that's what goes on in your mind, I say, what kind of house you want? I want a 25,000 square foot house. I want 6 of them, whatever. And you don't know how to get the money, why you'd want that, it doesn't matter. Don't add anything. No color. Just answer the questions in this exercise. You don't even need to decide to follow through on anything that you write down. Just ask yourself the questions. Then at the same time tomorrow, I want you to do it again. And then do it again the next day and the day after that. And over time, you may notice that you're going to come up with new answers, or that the same answers keep coming up, or that some things that you used to write down, you don't write down anymore. So you may be surprised to see patterns or be reminded of a dream that was buried long, long ago, something maybe you've given up on. So this exercise is best done if you're able to sit down and write it down. If not, if you're driving on a long drive across country or something, then just think, take a moment and think, what's the first answer? But tomorrow when you do it, the day after that, sooner or later, you got to sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil or on a notepad on your iPhone or your Android and write it down. Okay, first category, personal interest. Ask yourself, what excites me right now?
It excites me to develop an online course and reach millions of people, reach my tribe, and really connect with them and build good relationships and coach them and help them hit the next level of their growth, whether it be fitness related, nutrition related, personal growth, psychological, physical, spiritual. I just want to coach.
What thing, what activity, what job, what game, what excites you right now?
It excites me to be that, to be a coach. I love working out. I love CrossFit. I love lifting, breaking records. I love making videos. I love writing. I love making memes. I love playing guitar. I love socializing. I love listening to piano music, meditating.
Number 2, what's so exciting to you right now that you would do anything to accomplish it?
Right now, I really want to see evolutiontraining.net blow up and just reach the right people, and also my network marketing company to blossom and reach emerald status there. That's what I want to hit, the emerald leadership status with Advocare. And I've put in a lot of time, effort, money, training to get that. So I'm really pouring myself into it.
What is so exciting that you would literally drive yourself through a wall or jump off a building in order to accomplish it? Number 3, what bores you? What bores you that you don't want to do? Tasks you're doing now, jobs you're doing now, things that you do, maybe some game you play over and over that now bores you.
Anything that is not headed in the direction of my goals, which is evolution training, which is everything I said, anything that is not adding energy to me or exciting me or connecting with my conversation or my work, or anything that is not that, just anything that is not that, anything that seems to be just be wasting time for the sake of wasting time. In other words, it's unresponsible unselfishness, selfishness, whether even if it's in myself, even if it's in others. That just bores me. Television bores me. I'm down to watch maybe an hour, maybe 2 a week, and that's if. So television, pornography is boring. Just stuff that is typically considered, drinking is boring. Stuff that is typically considered fun to a mass scale can sometimes be very boring for me, because I think it detracts me from my work, my truest passion in life's work.
Number 4, what is the thing or things I have always wanted to do? Or in this case, you have always wanted to do. What is the thing or things that you have always wanted to do in your life? Could be a vacation, could be a job, it could be an adventure, it could be time off, whatever.
I've always wanted to buy a nice place on Miami's South Beach. I've always wanted to record an album, create music, write an album with guitar and singing, and other musicians, whether violinists or whatever, be a musician. I've always wanted to do that. And obviously what I'm doing now, which is creating content on videos, network marketing, just everything that I'm doing now, I've always wanted to do. Now it's about scaling and blowing up to the next level. I luckily already do everything I've wanted to do. Now it's about hitting the next level, building a global brand. I've always wanted to do that, and that's what I'm working on. And so these are some of the things those are things that I've wanted to do for years and working on still to this day.
What don't you want to do? No matter the payoff, you would not do this particular thing or activity or job or adventure, no matter how big the payoff, you wouldn't do it.
I never want to hurt anyone physically. I don't like that idea. I don't like the way it sits with me, no matter the payoff. I really don't. I think that's for soldiers or people that have decided that they want to pick up a gun. I'm not for it out of a choice. I would likely do that out of self-defense, maybe, or out of self-defense only. So,
what do you do that causes you to forget to eat? Remember those times where you forgot lunch, dinner, worked late into the night, realized I didn't even eat lunch today? What are those things that cause you to forget to eat?
My work, like making these videos, I haven't eaten today. I do intermittent fasting, and my work will actually cause me to forget making these videos when I'm working in something I love, like whether it's marketing or making these videos or coaching or building a course or writing or creating a meme or working out, something that is fun. I will forget to eat sometimes.
What have you been interested in since childhood? Those old dreams, those big dreams. You wanted to be an astronaut maybe, or in the Olympics. What is it you've wanted to do since you were a child?
When I was a kid, I always wanted to play guitar. When I first saw my first electric guitar, I was mesmerized by it, and I owned 3 really good guitars, and I took some time out in my busy life in 2009-10 to play it, start a band, and I know how to play now. And so I've always wanted to be a musician and also an athlete, like in the NFL or even the NBA. So I really believe that's why I got into sports like CrossFit, and I've played about every sport because I've always been athletic. And so those have been my biggest dreams: musician and athlete.
Money motivation. Ask yourself these questions. What are you willing to do for no money? You may say to yourself, nothing. I'm not going to do anything for no money. Trust me, you're doing stuff every day for no money right now. What are you willing to do for 0 money?
Music would be the one thing that I would do for no money, in the sense that I really see myself gonna do that one day for no money. The goal is to have enough money to create an album and not care if it makes it big. I'd be a DJ for free. Like, it's that fun. It gives me that much fuel to be into music. Right now in the background, there's a music playing by a man that he only has one hand, and that it's inspiring. So music is just such a central part of my depth or my entertainment. I was listening to Armin van Buuren's State of Trance 2016, and it really just gives me life. And I love personal growth. It's just that music just touches me on another level. So music would be the one thing, and meditation.
Number two, what would you like to do for a lot of money? Like, if you had your dream job, your dream activity, what would you like to do for some stupid, ridiculous, crazy bank?
It's to build a brand as big, a global brand in my training, to create gyms, create a personal growth brand. It just really give my gift to the world in that respect, and just be a global name on that level. Be as big as, for example, you are in this space, Grant Cardone.
Number three, if money had nothing to do with your life, what would you do with your time? If money meant nothing, what would you do with your time every day?
It would be exactly what I'm doing right now: creating videos, making music, writing books, making food, be a chef even. Like, I love art, I love creating. At the end of the day, it's like I would only do things that were creative or creating, like whether it's everything from making food, making music, making videos, writing books. I mean, just everything that's mainly those things. Creating coaching courses, everything that is the creation.
Number four, what amount of money would give you the security that you believe you need? $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, $10 million, $100 million, $1 billion. What's the number?
The security I need, $10,000 a month, or just $1 million, or even $250,000, I could invest it and grow. So it depends how that's answered, but $10,000 a month is more than enough.
Remember, first answer that comes to your mind. What amount of money would you need to have complete and total financial freedom? What amount of money would you need to have choices in your life?
Complete and total financial freedom, $2 million. And then choices, $10 million. It seems like the same question, but those are the numbers that came to my mind.
Different than the question before. Answer this one now. What amount of money would you need to have choices in your life?
$10 million.
What amount of money would you need to have complete and total financial freedom? Different answer than previous.
Complete and total financial freedom, $30 million.
What amount of money would you need to really make a difference for the better, not just in your life, but in the lives of others?
$50 million.
So that money category is going to get you really thinking about what is enough money. How much money do you really need? How much money do you need to have choices to make a difference in your life, to have freedom, and to make a difference in the life of others? Try doing that money exercise every day for the next 30 days and see what happens to you. Skills and talents. What can you do better than anyone? What is the skill or the talent that you have that makes you better than anyone else on this planet? Put something down.
I've thought about this one a lot. Coaching, communications, public speaking, coaching, communications, public speaking, humor, music, and so fitness. So those are it's like coaching, fitness, public speaking, humor, music. That's what I'm coming up with.
Even if you're not believing in yourself or feeling good right now, write down something. Number two, what are some of your native skills? Native being native to you. They're just original. They're yours. You don't even know where they came from.
I would say humor and the search for truth, spirituality, and music. It's like a truth, spirituality, music, and humor. Those are the skills that I come up with right away. Humor, music, spirituality, and that comes.
Skills that are almost not even learned. They're innate to you. You have them. What have you always been good at? First answers only.
Sports.
What have you always been bad at?
Accounting, or that kind of like tedious technical stuff.
Can't be good at everything. What skills or talents do you have that you ignore? Is there a skill or talent that you're ignoring, that you had, that you used to use, that you are now not using, that you're ignoring, that maybe you're actually denying in yourself?
I would say music is the one thing I feel like that about, or humor. Like the music humor aspect of my life is the one element that is hard to incorporate into my career business. And it used to be easier when I taught cycling. I just don't know how to incorporate it now into my life. There's music playing in the background, for example. Like it's such an evolving relationship with music, humor.
What are you terrible at and shouldn't ever be doing?
Cleaning toilets or something like that. Like, I don't know. Cleaning toilets. Working in the oil rigs.
What do you do that is a complete waste of your time and talent? Is there a job or an activity that you're doing today that is a complete waste of your time and your talent? So I'll give you an example, okay? Things that I do in my life that are complete waste of my time and my talent. I don't want it to influence you, but it's kind of a hard question because you're like, well, you're telling me to do things that I don't love to do and learn to love them. And then you're asking me a question like, what do you do that's a waste of your time and talent? It's a different thing. I'm not saying you need to love it. I'm saying me picking up branches and pecans, okay, and leaves is a waste of my time and talent today. Now, when I was 9 years old, my dad's teaching me this and we're doing it. Truth is, it was probably a waste of my dad's time and talent. He should have paid somebody to do this, right? He could have been writing his book at that moment. So I just want you right here to write down, what are the things you're doing in your life? You know, are you washing dishes all day? Are you spending 4, 5, and 6 hours with your newborn? What are you doing that's a complete waste of your time and talent? I'm not saying a new mother would be wasting their whole day, but maybe you need some help. Maybe there comes a point where you nurture the child and you get somebody else.
I'd say that the biggest waste of my talent would be putting up with people that waste my time or don't just fall in line and work with the reality of what I'm looking to do. Like they're full of doubt, they're full of wasting time, they're full of insecurities. Is dealing with people like this because they don't necessarily know what they want and are willing to put their time and money where their mouth is, or whatever it is. It could be they're lacking of focus, it'll be whatever. Like dealing with that is a waste of my time.
Else to help you raise that child. That means you got to get obsessed with the category above this that was about getting your money right. See, I see so many executives spend time and energy and talent and resources on things they hate, things they're not good at, things they should not be doing, and it's a complete waste of time, effort, energy, and talent. How about this? Those 1.5 hour meetings where nothing got done. It's a waste of time and talent. Okay, next question. In what areas do others think more of your abilities than you think of your own abilities? Okay, there's a lot of abilities in my life. People think, oh my God, you do that great. Okay, I don't think as much of that. So what are some things in your life, some areas where others think more of what you do than you actually think of you?
Maybe music or coaching, that's hard to say.
And the last one is, what are some skills you need to develop in your life? You have attention on them. You know you need to develop these.
Marketing. So before I wrap up, that's some of the questions. I'm running out of time here on the video. So go to evolutiontraining.net, download your free thing. If you like this book, please call me at 512-994-7328. If you make it through the whole book, he's